never thought I'd hear her voice again. 15 years had passed since that horrible night when our daughter Emily vanished without a trace. The police searched for months, but eventually the case went cold. My wife, Sarah, and I tried to move on, but the weight of Emily's absence hung over us like a dark cloud. It was a Tuesday evening when the phone rang. Sarah was out grocery shopping, and I was alone in our too-quiet house. I answered, expecting a telemarketer or maybe my sister checking in. "Hello," I said, my voice echoing in the empty living room. There was a pause. Then a familiar voice that sent chills down my spine.
"Dad, it's me. It's Emily."
My heart stopped. The voice was older, more mature, but unmistakably hers. "Emily," I whispered, gripping the phone so tightly my knuckles turned white. "Is it really you?"
"Yeah, Dad. I don't have much time. I need you to listen carefully."
I sank into the nearest chair, my legs suddenly unable to support me. "Where are you? What happened? We've been looking for you for so long."
"Dad, I can't explain everything now. I need you to know that what happened that night, it wasn't what you think."
My mind raced back to that fateful evening. Emily, just 12 years old, had gone to bed early, complaining of a headache. When we checked on her later, her bed was empty, the window open. We assumed she'd been taken. "What do you mean?" I asked, my throat dry.
"There's a thing in my closet, Dad. The one you and Mom always said wasn't real. It was real. It took me."
A chill ran down my spine. I remembered Emily's nightmares, her insistence that something lived in her closet. We'd always dismissed it as a child's imagination. "Where are you now? Are you safe?" I asked, already reaching for my car keys.
I don't know where I am. It's dark, Dad. I'm cold. So cold."
Her voice broke, and I could hear the fear in it.
"But that's not why I'm calling. You need to check on Jamie."
Jamie, our son, born 3 years after Emily disappeared, a desperate attempt to fill the void she left behind. "What about Jamie?" I asked, panic rising in my chest.
"It's a thing that took me. He's coming for him next. You have to protect him."
I heard a noise from upstairs, from Jamie's room. My blood ran cold. "Emily, I need to go check on your brother. Can I call you back?"
"No, Dad, no."
Her voice was sharp with fear.
"Don't hang up, Dad. Whatever you do, don't hang up. It's waiting for that."
I froze, one foot on the stairs. "What do you mean?"
"As long as we're talking, it can't fully manifest in our world. But the moment you hang up..."
I swallowed hard, my palm sweaty against the phone. "Okay, I won't hang up. But I need to check on Jamie." Keeping the phone pressed to my ear, I climbed the stairs. Jamie's door was closed. I could hear something moving inside. "Emily," I whispered. "What do I do?"
"You need to get Jamie out of the house. But don't open the closet. Whatever you do, don't open the closet."
I pushed open Jamie's door, my heart pounding. The room was dark, but I could make out Jamie's small form under the covers. The closet door was rattling slightly. "Jamie," I called softly. "Jamie, wake up. We need to go." Jamie stirred, sitting up groggily. "Dad, what's wrong? We need to leave." Now, I reached for him, but as I did, the closet door burst. Such a dark, writhing mass spilled out, tendrils of shadow reaching for Jamie. I lunged forward, scooping him up in one arm while keeping the phone pressed to my ear with the other.
"Run! Run! Dad, run!"
Emily's voice crackled through the phone.
"Get out of there."
I sprinted down the stairs, Jamie clinging to me, the sound of something large pursuing us echoing through the house. We burst out the front door into the cool night air, Emily instructed. "Get in the car and drive." I fumbled with the keys, managed to unlock the door, and tossed Jamie into the back seat. As I slid behind the wheel, I saw it in the rearview mirror, a mass of darkness filling the doorway of our house. I peeled out of the driveway. "Emily," I gasped. "Where do we go? Where do we go?" I yelled into the phone.
"Go to the old house on Maple Street. It's the only place that can help."
Emily's voice was urgent but breaking up with static. As we raced down the slippery road, memories came rushing back. The old house on Maple Street was where Emily got the teddy bear from her aunt on her 10th birthday. I remembered her happiness when she hugged it. Now Jamie was holding that same bear, not knowing its dark secret. Suddenly, the car sputtered and stopped, leaving us stuck on a lonely road. I tried to restart it, but it wouldn't work. Rain was pouring, and I heard a tapping sound on Jamie's window. I turned slowly, feeling a knot in my stomach. There, under the street lamp's dim light, stood the tall, creepy figure of the creature. Its eyes glowed, and it had too many teeth. "You can't save them both," it rasped, its voice like nails scratching a chalkboard. Before I could react, tendrils of darkness wrapped around the car, squeezing it tightly. The window started to crack. "Dad," Jamie cried, his voice trembling. "I'm scared," or "Stay down," I shouted, looking for a way out. I realized we were trapped in that desperate moment. I remembered Emily's stories about the teddy bear. It was said to have a protective power, but now I felt something different, a bad energy coming from it. "Jamie," I said firmly, "we need to get rid of that bear, but it's Emily's." Jamie protested, holding it tight. "It's not safe. We have to destroy it," I shouted, feeling the darkness closing in around us. With determination, I opened the car door and pulled Jamie out into the rain. The creature was getting closer, its tendrils reaching for us. I grabbed the teddy bear from Jamie's hands and held it up. This bear is not our friend anymore. As the darkness closed in, I threw the teddy bear into the street. It landed with a soft thud, and for a moment, nothing happened. Then, the bear started to shake, its eyes glowing with a spooky light. The shadows pulled back. A painful scream. "Run," I yelled, grabbing Jamie's hand. We sprinted away from the car. The bear exploded with a burst of light, sending the darkness away into the stormy night. We stumbled to the side of the road, panting and soaked. The air felt lighter, and the heavy feeling that had surrounded us began to disappear. I looked at Jamie, who was no longer shaking. "We did it, Dad," he said with a smile. "Yes, we did," I said, hugging him tightly. We faced the darkness together. Suddenly, everything went dark. I woke up in my living room, the storm still raging outside, but the darkness was gone. Sarah was shaking me, looking worried.
Wake up! You were having a nightmare?
I looked around, confused. "Where's Jamie?" I asked, my heart racing.
He's in his room, sleeping.
She said, calming me down.
You scared me. You were talking about Emily.
I took a deep breath to calm down. I rushed to Jamie's room, my heart pounding. "Jamie," I called, bursting into his room. He was asleep, holding the teddy that had belonged to Emily. Its eyes seemed to sparkle in the dim light. I walked over to the teddy bear, remembering everything. I had to end this. I picked up the bear, feeling its cold fur. "I'm sorry, Emily," I whispered, tears in my eyes. "I have to protect Jamie." Determined, I went outside into the rain. The storm was calming down, but the air still felt charged. I found a spot in the backyard, under the old oak tree where Emily used to play. I dug a small hole in the wet ground. "Goodbye, old friend," I said softly, placing the teddy bear in the hole. "You made Emily happy, but now it's time to let go." As I covered the bear with dirt, I felt a weight lift off my shoulders. The rain turned into a gentle drizzle, and a breeze rustled through the leaves. I went back inside, wet but feeling lighter than I had in years. Jamie was awake now, looking confused. "Dad, what's going on?" he asked, rubbing his eyes. I knelt down and hugged him tightly. "Everything's okay now, buddy. We're safe." As we stood together, the first light of dawn peeked through the clouds. The storm had passed, leaving the world fresh and clean. I knew the shadows might come back someday, but now we were ready to face them together. And deep in my heart, I felt Emily's presence, not in the teddy bear or in the darkness, but in the love that kept our family together. We would always miss her, but now we could move forward, carrying her memory with us into the light of a new day. The story may end, but the mystery remains. Hit subscribe button to never miss another terrifying story. What do you think happened to Emily? Could the darkness return? Share your thoughts in the comments and let's unravel this mystery together.